So who told you that was up in the car?
A lot of people.
How could a lot of people tell you something that is not true? So that's a false accusation.
From day one, Myon Burrell has denied firing the bullet that struck and killed 11-year-old Tyisha Edwards inside her Minneapolis home in 2002.
I believe that they were very conscious to the fact that they had the wrong person that was incarcerated, and they just didn't feel like my life was worth living.
A year-long Associated Press investigation has uncovered troubling aspects of Burrell's case, including this never-before-seen footage of a police interaction with an informant.
So if I can get the names of the people that did this to this little girl, it's worth some major dollars to me.
But to say the thing is, I'm not exactly sure. Everything is
I know it's iffy and hearsay, but hearsay is still worth something to me. You know what I mean?
During his nearly 3-hour interrogation, Burrell, then 16, insisted he wasn't in the car identified in the shooting, but was with a friend at a convenience store 4 blocks away.
Who? Tasha.
Okay. She gonna say that?
Yeah. You can go get a videotape from Cup Foods. I swear, I was up in Cup Foods. I didn't even know what happened.
The AP found no record that the police ever obtained the store's surveillance footage. They also never questioned that alibi witness. But the AP did. Latasha Evans says she and Burrell were at Cup Foods when she heard shots.
I was surprised. Nobody got in touch with me. At first I was kind of hiding, I'm not gonna lie.
With no hard evidence, the case centered around a single eyewitness, a teen rival who gave conflicting accounts of the shooting. Burrell was convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison.
When our little girl, Tyisha, was murdered, Amy saw to it that those gang members were put away.
Then prosecutor Amy Klobuchar, who's now running for president, has repeatedly highlighted the case on the campaign trail. Tyisha's killing came at a time when Minneapolis and other cities struggling with gang violence turned to aggressive policing and harsher sentences.
I believe very strongly that there were young men who were convicted of crimes that would never be convicted today.
Burrell's first conviction was thrown out over Miranda rights violations. After the death of the sole eyewitness ahead of his second trial, police relied on informants, some of whom now say they were coached by police.
From what I know, everybody told a lie, period, to get a time cut.
2 others were also convicted of murder in the case. Ike Tyson originally named Burrell as the shooter, but when he later admitted to being the gunman, prosecutors dismissed him as unreliable.
I already shot an innocent girl, now an innocent guy, and at the time he was a kid, is locked up for something he didn't do, so it's like I'm carrying 2 burdens.
Minneapolis police did not respond to a request for comment. A spokeswoman for Klobuchar notes that Burrell's second conviction came under a different prosecutor. She says the senator has championed criminal justice reform, and that, if there is new evidence in this case, it should be immediately reviewed by the court.
I always wanted the truth to come out to where everybody could see it for themselves, and so that they could see that, that picture of that monster that they painted, like that wasn't me.
That's your job, to make sure that justice is served. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that justice is served.
Nearly 20 years later, Burrell says justice has not been served. Not for himself, nor for Tyisha. John Minchillo, Associated Press, Minneapolis.